The original Gen 2 Johto has no Johto Pokemon. Every route is filled with Kanto mons. Johto mons are locked to Kanto, and the few that made it to Johto are kind of horrible. And so I got wondering, how hard would it be to beat the game using only Johto Pokemon? We'll be using nothing from Kanto, not even Pokemon that have ties to Kanto. And to make it extra spicy, no starter either. This is an underdog story of underused Pokemon. Furret? The Dragon Slayer! And ladies and gentlemen, this is how I became champion and beat Red with the most unlikely team in Pokemon Silver. We are gonna start things off with Cyndaquil, but for this challenge, we're not actually going to be using our starter. First, gotta do some storyline stuff. We will take a quick second to smack down our rival's Totodile. Now we can drop the Mr. Egg off to Professor Elm and start our actual journey. Now, there's actually one Pokemon we can catch right away on Route 29. It is not a Pidgey. In Pokemon Silver, this route has Pidgey, Rattata, Hoot at night, and the Pokemon that we're actually going to be catching is Sentret. So guys, if you want to think of any Pokemon as our actual starter, you can look at this lad right here. Or perhaps I should say last. But anyways, Sentret, welcome to the team. Now, clever Gen 2 players are probably also thinking we should head up to Route 46. In the original Gold and Silver, there's actually no Johto Pokemon up here. You've got Rattata, Spearow, Geodude, and which was a Gold Silver only thing, Jigglypuff. Phanpy was only added in Crystal. So yeah, there's just nothing for us on Route 46. Next up is Route 30, and I think we're gonna be similarly disappointed. We've got no Caterpie, actually, Weedle, Kakuna, Pidgey, Rattata, Hoot, but only at night. And I think for this challenge, I actually want to be honorable and not do time skipping shenanigans. There's Spinarak in Gold, Hoppip in Crystal, and then we actually just have Ledyba, which is a morning only encounter. Sentret it is for now. All right, guys, time for our very first battle. I believe this is the Myth, Man, and Legend. Youngster Joey with his top tier Rattata. Just gonna go for some quick chip damage here. Nice, that is looking like a top percentage Sentret right there. And we'll use Cyndaquil for now just to get our run going. Yeah, Cyndaquil finishes that off nice and easy. Okay, Sentret's gonna get the level up. Looking top tier for sure. And then we'll have Cyndaquil finish things off once again. Guys, our Sentret is a monster. Defense curl, nice. Now, as we make it to Route 31, I'm pretty sure we want to expect more disappointment. Weedle, Kakuna, Pidgey, Rattata, Bellsprout, Hoot at night, Ledyba in the morning, and no Johto Pokemon at the most common time of the day. Now, if you are a Crystal player, you might be thinking, what about Route 36? But unfortunately, Johto doesn't actually have a patch of grass right here. There's nothing we can catch in this spot either. Sprout Tower only has Rattata and Ghastly, which means we're actually left with two absolutely ridiculous encounters. The first is going to be in the Ruins of Alf. This is how down bad we are starting things off. So we complete our puzzle. The floor beneath us opens up, and there's gonna be a strange presence here. You guys know where this is heading. We are gonna go ahead and catch ourselves an unknown. With that first hit, we're gonna determine that Hidden Power is not fighting type or ghost type, but that is a critical hit. And there's gonna be our second Pokemon. Now, before we get to our next Pokemon, I want to take a second and try to figure out what this hidden power type is. We're looking for rock, electric, ice, anything, you know, that's good against flying. If it was rock type, it would... Okay, neutral. I can't figure out what it is from a neutral. Maybe we just go to Dark Cave. Rock type should give us a good idea. Oh, and it's electric. Oh my God, it's electric. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so dude is actually super effective against birds. That's huge. Guys, I have been looking for a 1% Dunsparce encounter for what is probably coming up close to like 20 minutes of game time. I'm going to give up, and we are going to attempt Falkner with this very incredible team that we have amassed. With a little Sprout Tower grinding, that's gonna take us to level 9. Right, and with that, guys, we are going to attempt this without our starter. Okay. Hello, Falkner. Guys, here we've got a Johto gym leader who completely disembodies the challenge that we are doing today. Okay, this man, he really said, can you beat Johto with only Kanto Pokemon? And for that reason, he is going to lose today. Our big strategy here is going to be going for defense curls and hoping that he doesn't use Mud Slap. Because Pidgey's normal though, he does get the stab boost, and I don't even remember how the Gen 2 AI works, but I think yeah, okay, cool. All right, so that's pretty solid. And tackle is okay. So, yeah, I'm okay with that because we've got the berry to recover. And then I'm gonna go for another. Okay. Maybe I should have done that sooner. I'm nervous for the Mud Slap. If this thing even has Mud Slap. I could be wrong, but I feel like I know this game well enough. Okay, still doing 3s. Okay, that was a big roll. Okay. Still alive, going into the Pidgeotto. I am +3 on the defense. And at this point, there's no defense curling. Okay, so we can take 2 hits before we go down. That might just be enough. Nice. High roll, crit, anything, fair enough. Okay, so we're gonna go down. Oh, there's the crit. That was a good time. Unknown has a berry as well, and I think it's gonna come down to that because what is a Gust gonna do on this lad? So honestly, like, Unknown is not that bad at the start of a game. Like, it's got better stats than a Kirlia. Think of it this way. This is like a Kirlia with Shockwave. Oh my gosh, dude. Unknown. Didn't even need to go for the Dunsparce. What an absolute legend. Okay. You can beat Falkner with only Johto Pokemon. And I suppose there were a few other ones we could have got, but like Ledian would not have been helpful. Dunsparce is impossible to catch. Hoot is fine, I guess. Look, at the end of the day, we did this my way, and I'm very happy with it. All right, so, we're gonna get Mud Slap. I'm probably gonna just give that to Sentret straight away. Now, we're also gonna get a Togepi egg. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have 1 Togepi. It's nice to just have a 3rd Pokemon on the team, but I'm pretty sure Togepi has a horrible learn set. Like, absolutely awful. Yeah, Charm is actually great. And then Metronome. And then Sweet Kiss. And then Encore. It doesn't actually get a damaging move until Double Edge. So you gotta wait till Headbutt, basically. For now, it's a Charmer and nothing more. The big deal, guys, is in beating Falkner, we have arrived at Route 32. Big part of the reason I wanted to play Johto and not Crystal, which most would say is better. It's actually not for Bellsprout, despite what you may be thinking. We are actually here for a Mareep. One of the craziest things Crystal did was remove Mareep from the game. This is obviously a monumental catch for us. And I am actually gonna go ahead, guys, I feel like there's no way Mareep is not making it to the end of this game. And we are gonna name this legend Avogadro. If you know, you know. It's a Zombies reference. The hugely unfortunate thing with this is we've got a double electric thing going on here. So listen, Unknown could stick around for sure, but something to just think about. And there is Thundershock. That's gonna have a bit of a snowballing effect where now we can fight all these fishermen, kind of help us get the ball rolling on this cutie right here. So that's gonna take us all the way to level 12. That is incredible. Now though, we're in a bit of a tricky spot because we gotta go through the cave, and the only move that isn't resisted by rock types that we have is Sentret's Mud Slap. And there's the big quick attack. Looks like we can skip this guy. And this guy is unskippable. This guy has 3 Geodudes. I'm gonna actually open with some tackles. Okay, wow, that's not very good. Maybe we'll just go for a Mud Slap. I don't know, man. Okay, so there's the first one down. Nice crit. That's easy enough. And we just rinse and repeat. And there's the big quick attack. It's just those first 2 guys that have rock Pokemon, so I think we're good post that. Other thing we've got in Union Cave is TM39. I think we're just gonna go ahead and use this too. The big deal here is that we can give it to Sentret, who is a normal type. So we're going from quick attack, which is 40 plus stab, up to swift at 60, which is 90 damage plus stab. That is actually really good for this early in the game, especially in Gen 2. We've made it out of the cave, but as everyone knows, the real challenge is Hiker Anthony here. We are gonna go for the skip. Beautiful. Instead, we'll take the heal, and now begins the preamble to Bugsy. Man's got a level 16 Scyther, so he is not messing around, but we do have an electric type, so I'm feeling hopeful. You guys ever notice that Kurt's, his drawers look very, like, kind of, like neutral? Just like some very neutral faces. Anyway, it is time for Rocket City. The purpose of this entire dungeon is actually just to train Sentret. But now let's see what Swift's gonna do for us. Huge damage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sentret just got kind of good. Gotta get one more fight in here. That is gonna be a level up for the sheep. In what world did Mareep need to evolve at level 15? That is so sick. And now, guys, to hit the final level, we are returning to Hiker Anthony. Oh my god, we might still get wrecked. Big accuracy drop. Okay. Okay. Come on. No. Please don't die. Okay. Holds on. That should be enough. Is this enough to level up? Not quite. So Machop is gonna come out and destroy us. We are gonna swap into Unknown. Take that pretty good. Now we can soften it up a little bit. Yeah, we'll have Flaffy finish this off. And show me the level. Yes. Okay, guys, there you have it. The early Sentret evolution as well into Furret. Obviously not strictly the best Pokemon ever, but we're going from 215 base stats, which is so bad, to 415. Okay, 90 speed, 76 attack. It's not the worst, especially at this point in the game. Question is, of course, do we have enough to take on Bugsy? With 2 berries, we're gonna give them to our 2 big dogs here. Let's do this, guys. Badge number 2 with Johto only Pokemon. We're doing all fights, no items, set mode enforced, and the additional rule of not actually cheesing the day and night cycle. Being honorable. Let's run this. Furret. Let's see what you got. Big attack. Okay, that's actually that's this is a Metapod, man. That's not that good. Okay, let's see. Nice. No poison, no nonsense. Now, here's the question. What can we do against a Scyther? It's gonna start Fury Cutting. That is actually pretty terrifying, but not huge damage to start and solid damage back. We're now gonna play the Bugsy lottery, and it's just a question of, can we take him out before he gets rolling here? And okay. Barry's gonna activate. It doesn't matter. His next Fury Cutter is a kill, but I don't think it matters. We didn't need to play the lottery because we got it, guys. We just soloed Bugsy with Furret. I am very impressed with this thing. Like, I feel like, listen, I've made a ROM hack about Gen 2. It is by far the game I know the best. I am impressed at how good Furret actually did there. Bugsy even went with like his most optimal move on Scyther and still couldn't take us out. That is crazy. Guys, I am starting to think that Furret is like maybe actually kind of good. Reminder though, that the real test of getting go to Azalea Town starts right now, because this rival fight, man, something about Rival 2 in every game is just, it's always a tricky fight because they always have a second stager while you have a lot of first stagers. But I think in this case, it might actually work out fine because we have 2 evolved Pokemon, especially because we've got Mudslap for Furret here. It's good damage. What's he gonna do? That's just convenient. I mean, it was also now below 50% with the Mudslap, so fair enough. Appreciate if you... Yeah, perfect. We'll take Spite every day. All right, Ghastly goes down easy. Now, Zubat, probably gonna be super annoying. Can we just, like, destroy it with stats? Yes, we can. Oh my gosh, guys! Furret! Okay, now the Croconaw. Whoa, a Johto Croconaw sprite is crazy. Let's just keep swifting. What do we got here? Man, that's not even bad. Dude, this thing is normally such a menace. What do we got? Oh my god, Furret! Dude, stop. Furret. Oh my god. Furret solos Azalea Town. What is this madness? I am genuinely shocked right now. Alrighty, that is going to be one saved Farfetch'd. What is gonna take cut? It's just Furret. The only Johto Pokemon in Ilex Forest, and for every single game, is Hoot Hoot. Even with headbutting, you've got Pineco Crystal only, and low chance Pineco for Gold Silver. Here's what we'll do. We'll give Cyndaquil cut, since we're not using the lad. Furret's about to get another upgrade with headbutt. So we're gonna go from 60 plus stab at 90. This is gonna go up to 70 plus stab for 105 power. Like, the only fight that Swift might be useful is like Clair's Kingdra. I'm probably not gonna hold on to it for that long, so we'll just get rid of Swift for headbutt. Strict upgrade. We've also got the flinch on it, which is kind of nice. And what's crazy, if you can believe it, is we're still not done upgrading Furret. Of course, guys, this is Gen 2 Johto, so we do have access to the punches, which is not gonna go crazy hard on a Furret, like 45 special. But it's ice coverage early. That's just like nice to have. We're gonna go ice punch on the squirrel. Man, actually just gonna get rid of quick attack. We're pretty fast. Yeah, just coverage. Oh, and in other news, there was nothing in Ilex Forest, but throughout 34 has quick run through of all 3 games encounter chart. Pidgey, Rattata, Jigglypuff, Abra, Drowsy, Ditto, and the 2 crystal mods are Hoot Hoot and Snubbull, only in Crystal. And we're obviously not using Snubbull. The only Pokemon we could get here that's Johto is Corsola, but we need a good rod. We can also go north to Route 35. I don't think the encounters are gonna be any better. We have Pidgey, Nidoran, Jigglypuff, Psyduck, Growlithe, Abra, Drowsy, Ditto, Hoot Hoot, and then Yanma, actually in silver at 1%. Tackle, Foresight, Quick Attack, Double Team. Sonic Boom at 20. Swift at 37. And Wing Attack only in Crystal. And it doesn't learn Fly. We're gonna pass on him. But, guys, National Park has something. I am going to take the 25% encountered. That's right, Sunkern. A Pokemon whose evolution has just 425 base stat. Actually looking like one of our best options. And guys, we are going to name this plant Zetsubo after the great Black Ops 3 Zombies map, Zetsubo no Shima. This is where the real fun begins. Because in order to evolve Sunkern, we have to win what is one of the most difficult contests like in the history of Pokemon, okay? So first of all, the majorly difficult thing of this is that there's a guy over here and he didn't spawn, which is great, but Cool Trainer Nick is his name. He'll spawn here. If he appears, you have basically a 0% chance of winning. So it's just like horrific from the start. But even with that, the odds of winning without a level 14 Pinsir or Scyther at full health are still basically nothing. Even without him there, your odds of actually winning are ridiculous. Because obviously most people, when they play this, will, you know, understandably damage the Pokemon. Basically ruins your shot at winning. Yeah, a level 14 Beedrill, you're like, oh, that's pretty good. That is a 7% chance to win. So, you know, things like level 10 Weedles, it's just not even a question. It's not even possible. Level 15 Beedrill actually has a 40% chance. So I will go ahead and give it a shot. There we go. So again, one of the top tier Pokemon. We're gonna give it a try. 40% chance. Let's see if we can do it first try. Bugcatcher Josh. Okay. Okay. We actually might have got this first try. Oh my gosh. Okay. I talked that up and it probably didn't look that bad, but I promise you, normally this is something that takes 20 minutes of resetting and resetting. Anyway, a little side quest there. Hope you learned something. And so there you go. That is the bug catching contest of Gen 2. That is how you do it. Okay, so with that said, we've got our Sunstone. Pretty sure there is no reason to wait. Level 10 Mega Drain. There's Sunny Day at 19. Would we want to wait till Sunny Day? Oh, Sunflora gets Sunny Day anyway. Okay, we're gonna go straight for the evolution. And ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy that this is one of the better options for a Johto Pokemon up to the 3rd badge. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever even seen the sprite in the game. We'll give it a quick claw too, because it's horrifically slow. 30 speed. There it is. And actually, the very last thing I just wanted to mention, this is the first time it's really come up. You may have even seen it in the thumbnail. You're thinking, hey, why doesn't he catch a Scyther? You can't use Scyther, but you could evolve it with Metal Coat into Caesar. For this run specifically, we're even banning anything that evolves from a Kanto Pokemon. So if I could find a Caesar in the wild, I would take that. But because the only way we can get Caesar is by catching a Scyther, I'm gonna not allow that. All right, so all that training got us to level 17 on our Zetsubo. We've still got the junior trainers of the gym to take on. So we have Sunny Day. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually interact with growth in Gen 2. So it's there. I don't think it's ever gonna do anything, but it's there. Before we take on Whitney, there's a TM I've been holding on to. We just picked it up. It is called Rollout. You might be familiar with it. One of the Johto gym leaders likes to use it. Anyway, Furret can learn Rollout. And what's kind of cool about Furret is, see, it already has Defense Curl, which pairs very nicely with Rollout. Guys, this is Furret's big moment. I thought it was just gonna be a side Pokemon we were gonna use at the very start of the game, quickly discard on the side of the road, and I am now seeing a world where Furret is going to stay with us to the very end. It's gonna come down to this though. If you're not in the know, Defense Curl basically, well, on top of giving you +1 defense, it will double the power of Rollout. That's cool because Rollout normally starts at 30 power. We're gonna be able to just get this straight up to 60, which is like some pretty good damage to start things off. I don't love that, but it's just learning the move. It's not actually using the move. So we now do a second Rollout, okay? And that's gonna kill with 120 base power, right? Because Rollout is doubling every time. Now comes the big moment. Miltank is going to use Rollout. 30 power, weak, pathetic, Furret, 240, show us how it's done. Oh yeah, Miltank, 60 power, Furret, destroy her. Hell yeah. 480 base power. That is how it's done. Whitney sweep, second gym leader sweep. Furret is so good. Like, this is crazy. I actually could not have imagined. Dude, Furret is like arguably as good as Geodude. Guys, that does it. We are going to the name raider. Furret, I never thought you could do it, but you know what? You absolute beautiful, beautiful, furry, fluffy thing. We are giving you the nickname Fluffy in honor of COD Zombie's first Hellhound. And listen, buddy, I just know you are gonna fetch us so many souls. In Johto, you don't actually have to talk to the girl at the tree. You just pick up the squirt bottle. Now we can encounter Sudowoodo. The thing about this guy is he's a level 20 encounter. So yeah, he doesn't have the greatest stats. He comes with low kick and like rock throw, I think. He has good stats for the mid game. Sudowoodo is an overall decent mid game pickup and counter. And he is also, of course, a Johto Pokemon. So we're gonna catch the man. I'm going to name him Stu. So Route 36 has Vulpix, which is cool, but not a Johto Pokemon. And Stantler. Does Route 37 also have Stantler? Yes, it does. And it's at 30%, not 5%. Now, the real question, Stantler, what do you got? Comes with Hypnosis, Stomp at 23. Oh, well, we've got Bill. He would give us an EV, but we're gonna follow the same rules as we have for Scyther. So we can't get Espeon or Umbreon because we have to go through Eevee. What I wanted to first take a peek at is actually Route 39 over here, east or west of Ecroteak. We've got Pidgeotto, Rattata, Raticate, Meowth, Magnemite, Farfetch, Tauros, 5% Miltank. Like, our next two possible catches is Stantler and Miltank. Like, that's two more normal types. Whoa! I knew Miltank is good, but damn, 105 defense, 100 speed, 80 attack, 95. Oh my gosh, man. Miltank is good. And this thing comes with Defense Curl. It doesn't get Rollo till 34. Man, it is a pretty good Pokemon. The thing with this guy is I've fallen in love with Furret. We've also got Olivine. Here's our good rod. So Olivine City itself. Corsola? Oh god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. 65 special attack. First rock move coming at level 43. That is a no. Okay, there's also Olivine Port, which has Tentacool, Magikarp, Shelder, and Chinchou. Now, that's a bit of overlap that I wasn't really wanting to do, but I just need to build a team at this point, and then we can worry about optimizing later. Oh, hey, did you guys know that even before Red Gyarados, you can just good rod fish a Magikarp and get a Gyarados before Morty? Gyarados is really good. Okay, there is our boy, and there we go. Guys, truth be told, I don't know if Chinchu's gonna stay on the team. It's just like a Pokemon that's coming at a good level, so like we may as well just pick it up. Unknown, it has been an honor serving with you, pal. Literally got us badge 1, so thank you, buddy. And for now, welcome to the team Chinchu. So this is what we're working with as of badge 3. Oh, there's also Mount Mortar to our east. I'm ready for disappointment. Rattata, Eradicate, Zubat, Golbat, Machop, Geodude, and dude, I hate that I'm like just having the same reaction every time. There is Meryl at 1%. Doesn't have huge power, doesn't have fairy type. Oh my god. Okay, let's hit up rival fight number 3. All right, this fight is kind of serious, so let's not mess around. Hit the Thunder Wave, Thunder Shock. Don't like this matchup. Oh my god, Sudowoodo to the rescue, right? Because we've got the low kick. Oh, that's huge. Come on, buddy. Nicely done. Goes down. There's really no point in ignoring the inevitable. Oh, this looks like a job for Sunflora. That's some pretty good damage. It's gonna bite me, and oh, we should be able to fully heal from that. Let's go. Guys, if only for our rival, Sunflora is actually helping. Flaffy could do the same thing, but just appreciate the contribution. See, we needed to save Flaffy for the Zubat, who I hate, because I hate all Zubats. Clean one shot. That's not enough damage. Avogadro gained 115. Zetsubo gained 115. You'll love to see the zombies references. But actually, before we take on Morty, guys, there's one thing we need to do. I can now afford more TMs. So we can say farewell to the Thunder Shock. Flaffy could just get Thunder Punch easily. Doesn't need to level up, learn it. We love it. And then Headbutt. I guess we'll just give this, right? Damage boost. Also wondering, can Furret learn Strength? Probably not, right? I mean, damn. I would take the damage boost over Flinch. Furret is so awesome. What the heck? Oh my gosh. And by the time we get through the move tutor, we should be at max friendship to then teach it return. It is time for gym number 4. Morty, and I want to know if you guys want to see Furret attempt the 3-peat. Well, you can't respond. I mean, I guess you can comment, but check this out. We have exactly 1 mint berry from the western routes. Put that on Furret, and there is a small chance that Furret can sweep. All right, let's do this. We will start with the defense scroll. He is gonna curse, so I don't. Oh, because we are 83, we might actually be okay. Even odd numbers do weird things to curse, I think. So, okay. Perfect. That's a kill. Let's see how this is gonna go. This is probably the last time Furret will ever be able to sweep, and it's still not guaranteed, but there is a chance. So, let's see. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, so that was 120. Oh, comes Gengar. Oh my god, we outspeed Gengar. What? What? We didn't even have to use the Mint Berry. How do we outspeed Gengar, dude? Stat XP goes hard. What? Furret, you absolute goats. Guys, come on. That is so crazy. It's not gonna happen for Chuck, but man. Guys, Furret is our starter. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember a Cyndaquil. I remember getting a little baby Sentret from Professor Oak's lab, and we are taking our now evolved Furret all the way to Lance and maybe even beyond. I love Gen 2. It's little things like this. I didn't even know. You know, I've played this game probably like over 200 times, and I didn't even know. What a fun generation. So as of badge 4, I think our locked in team members are Flaffy, Sunflora, and Furret. Okay, so I just remembered that with Surf, obviously we gain access to the Ocean Roast now. In my head, I was thinking that would actually give us access to Mantine, which is like a special defensive tank. But Mantine is in gold. It's actually Skarmory that's in Pokemon Silver. Unfortunately, Skarmory is not till Route 45, but we'll put that in the back of our mind. We'll come back to that. Up next, we have got some Kimono girls to deal with. Now, if I remember correctly, the blue one has the blue Pokemon. Let's go. Okay, I remember 1. Obviously, I wanted to remember this one so that we can just get a little more XP on Sunflora. That'll be number 1 down. Now, if I recall correctly, this is the Jolteon. That is fine. Another clean kill. This is Jolteon. This is Espeon. Won't be a problem. What? Okay, apparently I don't remember this. Maybe it's just different, not in Crystal. Flaffy's got it. Okay, and here is the Jolteon. Just trying to get the team all to a similar level. This will be Surf, which I guess we can give to Chincho, but from here, we're actually going to head this way. Now, Route 43, unfortunately, has nothing for us. It's Rattatas, Spearows, Ekans, Zubats, Mankey in gold. Weirdly, this route doesn't even have a silver variant. It's just Marill, which is a really bad water type in Gen 2. So we're just gonna skip that. Fortunately, guys, we finally have another encounter up here on Route 43. So you've got Pidgeotto, Raticate, Venonat, Farfetch'd, Sentret, Furret, Noctowl, Mormareep. But the big ad on this route is Girafarig. Look at this beautiful specimen. This may be a normal type, but the big deal is obviously, oh my gosh. It's a psychic type, and it's like really one of the only psychic types we could even use. So I do want to catch this. We'll use an appropriately colored Ultra Ball. I guess in this game, they're just yellow, but you know, black, yellow, and white traditionally. There we go. And we are going to name this Rick Tuffin. The big issue here is obviously, we're only level 15. Let's take a peek at the learn set. Confusion and Stomp. Psybeam at 41, but it will have Agility and Baton Pass, which could be kind of cool. For stats, we're looking 80 and 90, so kind of your classic mixed attacker. The levels are still pretty low at this point in the game, so I think it shouldn't be, like, horrible to get this dude grinded up. Yeah, like 19. And that'll be our first big level up for the giraffe. Now, guys, I know everyone's like, whoa, Gyarados is so cool. But guys, if Gyarados is so good, it should be able to beat a Furret. Damn it. Listen, if it's so good, beat a Furret. Gosh dang it. Okay, if you're so good, beat a Girafarig. If you're so good, beat a Flaffy. See? I told you Gyarados isn't that good. There's a red scale, and here's Lance. We are gonna go commit war crimes. And there it is. Okay, so we're gonna go invade Team Rocket's base now. The reason that we're not saving this for later is that there's a lot of poison types that are gonna be great for getting our little giraffe here nice and leveled up. Right, it's like normally this section of the game is so annoying because your Pokemon, I mean, the rest of my team is like level 25. It's like, what's going on here? See, right now, this is not too bad. You know, I should probably do Headbutt, even though it's only 5 more power. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, Girafarig is starting to rip just a little bit. Now, guys, it is time to see. Uh-oh. Wait, I don't think I healed. Well, it's time to see what all that training has done. Got our first Rocket Executive fight. And the man leads with a Zubat. Dude, come on. Doesn't even matter that we're not full level. Look at that. A beautiful one-shot. Now the Raticate. Uh-oh. Yeah, fair enough, but it's an easy cleanup for the rest of our team. Grab the password, and last fight. Anyway, Rocket Executive number 2 leads with an Arbok. Okay, this is why we wanted a Psychic type, because although it's not as much as Gen 1, Gen 2 is still filled with poison types. And guys, just like that, Rick Toffin has gone from an underleveled little horsey to, like someone that just swept that fight. So that's a sick little training arc. We're very happy with that. Okay, a little speech from Lance. That's the big guy. Everything else, I think, should go pretty well. But it's just like finding something that can one-shot with ice moves like 3 Dragonites. I don't think we're quite there yet. Pryce, like, I guess we can just do now. I think this would be an interesting challenge because, well, frankly, I'm not that confident that we can beat him. Man, it's really gonna be these dugongs if we can get there. That is nice experience. Okay, there's 29 and there's 30. Big evolution for us. Mr. Pryce, how we doing? It's been a while since I fought you as badge number 5. So he is gonna lead with a seal, which is nice for us. What is this gonna do? Great start. See, Fluffy would not have been able to do that. Now, understandably, out comes the Piloswine, but this guy has a weird build. So we are going to start headbutting. And there's a nice little flinch. Let's make the swap. Man, I really think it's just strength here. Our big bad buff for it. Let's go. Man, does this guy just have Icy Wind? The Hyper Potion. There's the Blizzard. I thought so. I would hope so. Okay, we hold on. And Furret goes down. Let's go back into Ampharos. And now it's just down to Dugong. So this thing likes to rest. I'm going to do something that I haven't done since the days of Pokemon Yellow Legacy. We're going for the Para flinch strats. We get the speed, which I'm not sure, I don't think we had to begin with. So 50% chance for Para. But then if we go for the headbutt, that adds a 30% on top of that, or another 30% roll. So you're dealing with both flinches and paralysis. And something I've never really used on Ampharos, but it's actually great. I mean, I think like per turn, your odds of hitting are probably like 1 in 3 or less. And there it is. Beautiful. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be badge number 5. Now, we're going to get Icy Wind, which, not great damage, but it is a speed check move as well. Kind of useful. As of badge 5, we have Ampharos, Girafarig, Furret, and Sunflora. Have you ever seen a team like that? Now, I'm just taking a quick little detour to Mr. Pokemon. He's gonna want my red scale, and we are going to trade it for the EXP share, because guys, I am at a crossroads. Gonna do a quick little run through here on what we need. Basically, if we want a chance of beating Lance, we need a water type that can learn an ice move. Lantern is a pretty good Pokemon, all things considered, but in Gen 2, it does not learn Icy Wind, it does not learn Blizzard, can only learn Ice Beam in Crystal after you beat Lance. So I'm just gonna do a quick little run through on the water types we have available. We wanna take note of the special attack stats. So first guts for Alligator. Starters are off limits for this challenge, so that's a no. Lantern doesn't learn any ice moves. Azumarill, 60 base power. Does in fact learn Blizzard. Piloswine, not actually a water type. I like the ground. That's definitely a secondary option. Obviously, learns Blizzard. Corsola is bad. Octillery is a great Pokemon that we can't actually get until we get the Super Rod in the postgame. Kingdra is off limits and a trade. Mantine is gold only, and that's it. What is this game? So anyway, that's where we're at. We're gonna have to figure something out, and I really don't know what it is. Next step though, it is time to run the lighthouse, which shouldn't be an issue. Hello, Jasmine. And now we are going on a long quest to get medicine. Now, you would really hope that Sunflora could do a lot on this route, but I feel like it is gonna be a lot of tentacles, if I recall correctly. Yeah, first Pokemon, and when it's not a poison type, it's something that has ice moves. And that is going to take us to Cyanwood. So that route was actually quite nice to us. We got some good levels. Pick up the secret potion. And I also should note that we could get a Shuckle from here, but I know what Shuckle is capable of, but no. Oh, that'll be 31. Petal Dance. That will definitely be better than Absorb. It's not amazing, but like, yeah, definitely will take that. And now it is time for Chuck, just like that. We got a Psychic type, we can do this. Chuck just suffers from his team, man. You got Morty with 4 Pokemon, and then Chuck has 2 Pokemon. It's like, it's awkward, it feels bad. It's like someone needs to make a ROM hack that fixes that. Oof. Oh, wow. Let's go, Girafarig. Now for Poliwrath, I'm gonna actually go for the headbutt because I know I won't kill in one, so may as well try for a flinch. Nice. I don't know about this one. Psybeam would be nice, but let's try it. Oh my. I'm sorry, Chuck. They fumbled you so hard. He could have been so good. Oh, but there's Baton Pass. Okay, so guys, this is a really big deal, right? We actually have a combo, right? We can Agility Baton Pass. That's a big deal because we've got some Pokemon on the slower side. So like, I actually think that we're going to be able to use that at some point to our advantage. Oh, we're also gonna pick up Dynamic Punch, the most ridiculous, memeable move in the game. I don't know, we'll see. We might hold on to that for Karen's Umbreon. Anyways, guys, that is badge number 6. And that is going to be HM Fly. I'm going to say farewell to Togepi. I don't have anything I can fly on. And that will be one happy Ampharos. We're going B2B here, guys, okay? Let's do some shenanigans here. We're going to go Fire Punch. It's going to give it to Furret. No. That's right. Flaffy does not learn Fire Punch, but Ampharos does. Special attacker with Fire Punch. We can do this. Jasmine, how are you doing? Fun fact, some of you may know this, some of you may not. Jasmine actually used to be a rock type gym leader. So it's assumed that she had an Onyx. So that's kind of cool. She now has Magnemites that are weak to Fire Punch. This. Yeah, okay. See, that right there is the difference between what might have been kind of difficult. Gosh, I still can't get over this team though. Listen, I know, but guys, could have been a Skarmory, could have been a Fortress, could have been a Caesar, could have been a Magneton, but she has 2 Magnemites. Oh my God. Now, for her Steelix, like, am I even gonna need to swap here? Like, Jasmine, please kill me. Please show me that you're good. What's it gonna be? Oh my God. Oh my gosh, dude. You don't even have a ground move. What is wrong with you? Jasmine, I don't care. I thought I might have to do like some Sunflora strats, go into the Petal Dance, Growth. No, it's just Fire Punch. 6 Sprite. Kind of different from the crystal one. I like it a lot. It looks very cool. But Jasmine, you are not cool. Guys, I also just want to remind you, if you're like, oh yeah, he's got this. We don't got this. This is the level curve, the difficulty curve doing its Johto thing. We're about to hit an upright wall. It's not even a cliff. It's not a hill. It's just a straight up wall. It's not quite there yet, but it is coming, I assure you. Anyway. Badge number 7 has been secured. Now, before we can get to Clair, guys, which is where we hit that upright wall, we just first have to deal with Team Rocket. And unfortunately, because I don't have a flyer, we're just gonna walk back. And this section should be super easy, so don't even worry about it. This is just gonna be a little grind session for getting the team closer to Clair's level cap of 40. Now we've got our first Rocket Tower executive. Look, at this point, I feel like this fight is something I have kind of beat to death. The man has basically got 6 coughings, and we've got a Psychic type. So we will slurp down that beautiful XP, and that'll be one big fat spicy dub. We got the basement key, because they stashed the man in the warehouse. The nice thing about the underground, you guys know it, we have a rival fight. Okay, 5 Pokemon leading Golbat, level 30. Not bad. Let's do some rollout shenanigans and, oh, okay. We will not do rollout shenanigans. Let's go Richtoff in here and Confusion. Nice, we actually outspeed. Okay, beautiful. That'll be Golbat down. Out comes the Sneasel. Wow, that is some sprites. Okay, yeah, there comes the dark move. Oh, Sneasel, don't you know dark moves are special? You poor lad. Okay, holds on. Okay. Oh no, not the Magnemite. Oh, poor sir. No. Okay, Haunter. I mean, look, I'm just gonna start rolling out. Another miss. Wow. In that case, let's Ice Punch. Big crit. Okay. And there is the big lad. Actually tied for level with Sneasel. That's so odd. We'll swap to our pretty little flower. And we haven't used Petal Dance yet, so... Okay, what is going on with this guy, man? Why would you go for speed control? I have like 30 speed, but there's the Petal Dance. It looks cool. We love it. It does a lot. Sunflora. Okay. I genuinely was not expecting that much damage. That's really clean. So overall, not the worst, but the rest of these fights are. That will be the director saved. That's gonna be the Amulet coin though, which we actually do want because we are on a quest to ensure that we get Blizzard. Next executive, we've just got a man with a level 36 Golbat. I think it would have been nice if they gave this guy a Crobat, but anyway, he too will go down. Next up, we've got second final executive. Still got our Arbok. That will go down. For Murkrow, oh, that's an E. Never mind. Oh, hits me with the Pursuit! Okay, Murkrow's got it! Dude, I love to see that. I genuinely, yeah. That was a great play. Well done. Always forget about that. But obviously, Murkrow cannot hang to a Thunder Punch. Ooh, and then Violet Bloom. That too is kind of tough because we have got the Fire Punch. Man, this fight is so Karen coded. It's crazy. Okay, gonna put me to sleep. Really doesn't even matter. Dude, it has Absorb. It has Absorb. Anyway, we're not gonna bother reviving Richtofen for this one. It's gonna be a Houndour lead. Mr. Executive, aka Archer before he was Archer, aka the man with the Houndour. Evolves at level 24, by the way. Anyway, we're gonna go for a defense curl. He goes for the feint. And we're gonna go for a 60 base power rollout to start things off. Beautiful. Oh my god, he has a coughing too. Dude. I'm sorry, man. Broken record, but this fight is so bad. There's the kill. Oh, comes the Houndoom. Please hit me with a flamethrower. Kill me. Dude, you're so bad. What the heck, man? Every time I play this game, but like, what? And there you have the epic conclusion of Crystal's rocket arc. Okay, there's our Silver Wing. So we could theoretically catch a Lugia, but I feel like that would be lame, right? Yes. Yeah, Pink Bow. So this is the original Silk Scarf for those not super privy with Gen 2. So yeah, boost normal type moves by just 10%. Fluffy is holding the Mint Berries. So wow, we will switch that. Been holding that for a while. Strength is doing 120 damage right now. So that'll take it to 132. Now there's one last thing we can do in Goldenrod. This lady right here. Your Pokemon, it's very attached to you. This move should be perfect for a pair like you. So that is Return. We're gonna hold off on Return for just a sec. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can make it to Route 44. There's a grassy area just beyond this pond that has nothing but Kanto Pokemon. All right, guys, so we have made it to Silver's Ice Path, and here we got Swinub. There's no Sneasel in Gen 2, not until like Mount Silver. So no matter what floor we're on, I'm pretty sure the highest level Swinub you could find is 22. Let's see. 21. Okay, number 2 boulder goes down the hole. Number 3. And then, oh, beautiful. I don't think I've ever done this in one go. Oh, 25. Beautiful. So Mamoswine is like the big used guy in Heart Gold Soul Silver, but no one ever uses Piloswine. We will name him George. Quick look at the stats. We've got a level 33 evolution. 100 base power with Stab Earthquake is bonkers. Great HP, 80 defense is nice. The only thing that sucks is 60 special attack is not great. With Blizzard and Stab though, that should hopefully be enough. And then it is also just slow as balls. We also have the Never Melt Ice. That'll take Blizzard from 120 plus Stab 180 up to 198. 4 times super effective. I really hope can kill the Dragonite. What's up, Blackthorn City? Now, this is the last time we'll need strength in the game. So we can go ahead and teach Return to Fluffy. And at its absolute max damage, it's going to be doing, I think, 102. That's strong. We're probably not at max friendship yet. Should be doing more than strength now. Anyway, guys, before we go on to Clair, we've got a route with quite a few trainers, but if I go down there, I won't be able to get back because Blackthorn City can only be accessed through the ice cave. So we are going to pick up some balls. We will say, Chinchu, thank you for all your amazing efforts. And let's catch ourselves a Skarmory. Oh my god, that was so fast. What the heck? We're actually gonna do that again because in Gen 2, Pokemon that are female can only have like the bottom half of DVs or IVs. And because Skarmory is a physical attacker, we kind of needed to have all the help it can get. So yeah, we'll just keep running this. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll hit it with the Thunder Wave, and then it's like, I don't even know. Beautiful. I don't know if we're going to actually use this. Yeah, it's here. I'm going to name it Gorod after Gorod Crovy, because this is the closest thing we will probably get to a dragon. But of course, the very nice thing we have, we can teach it fly. Now, quick look at Skarmory's stats. We've got 80 attack, which for Gen 2 standards is fine. 140 defense is Nice. And it's even got 70 special, which isn't terrible. Agility is actually one of the few Pokemon that likes to use agility because +2 makes it faster than pretty much everything. Steel Wing at 49 is the only thing we got coming. Okay, and now we will basically just fight everything down this route and hopefully get a Piloswine in the process. Oh, wait a sec. Guys, I have money. I want TM. Can I remember it? Fire Blast, Thunder Blizzard. They don't give you anything. They're just like, which one do you want? Yeah, I was right, but oh my God. So, George learned Blizzard. That was easy. When we're done with this guy, he's gonna have Blizzard and Earthquake. So power user. Doesn't ever actually learn another ice move besides Blizzard at 56. So we will teach it Icy Wind, but you know, it's 40 up to 55. Since we're never gonna really outspeed anything, we will teach it Strength. Dude, this is crazy. Like, I feel like it has been a very long time since I have needed to optimize my Johto run this hard. There's 29. And ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. I actually don't know if I've ever even used a Piloswine in this game before. Like, genuinely. Look at that, man. Look at that specimen. That is a good looking Pokemon. No, I don't want Fury Attack. What the hell was this game balance? Okay, so attack is 84. Yeah, that is our highest physical attacker by quite a bit. Anyway, guys, I am feeling weirdly ready for Clair. Like, we have really made sure to actually grind our Pokemon, which normally you're hitting Clair at like level 30, but because I've trained and fought every single trainer, we're at a decent level and we have a good ice type. All right, guys, so Piloswine's first test. Got some Dratinis. It's weird, like this guy's level 34, yet all the trainers on the rope below were like 24. Anyway, let's see what an Icy Wind. Dear God, okay. Let's see what an Icy Wind does. I'm actually impressed that that one-shots, as crazy as it sounds. Nice. Oh, it was a raw. Okay. Anyway, that wasn't horrific, at least. Okay, that'll be 34 before Clair. Now, how are we gonna do this? I am going to give Giraffe Rig a Paralyzed Cure Berry, and we are going to rip this. I will always say the Gen 2 Clair is the hardest gym leader of the 8. I know that often goes to Whitney. Listen, the thing is, Clair is consistently challenging. We're gonna go for an agility to start this off, okay? You're maybe a little confused about this, so am I. This is like a trial run. That's also huge. And we're gonna go for a headbutt. Gonna get some damage on the board, see what we can do. Nice. We're happy with that. We'll take it. Goes for the Thunder Wave, okay? But we have the berry. So we were prepared for that. And we'll go for another headbutt. Maybe we can hit the flinch. Nice. Nice. Okay. Beautiful start. Okay, so gonna go to another Dragonair. This either has Thunderbolt or Ice Beam, but she leads with a Surf, which was really important. Here's the play. We are going to Baton Pass. Yeah. Okay. Because 1, we are expecting a Thunder Wave, and 2, we can now throw that +2 speed onto our guy, and it's actually a Thunderbolt. So that's fine as well. So now we should be able to outspeed Dragonair. We got all our misses out of the way, and there is hopefully a one-shot on her second Dragonair. Beautiful. That was cheeky. I think she's probably gonna go to Kingdra next. She sees the Surf kill. So this is a little more awkward, right? Because at this point, I think like she's so down, we can kind of overwhelm her with just numbers. So I think what the smart thing to do here is an Icy Wind. Yeah, that's not a lot of damage, but the speed falls. So hopefully we can take advantage of our boosted speed to bring this thing down a bit and then make it so that the rest of our team can outspeed. And understandably, Kingdra one-shots us. We're actually gonna go, we're probably not gonna outspeed. Okay, goes for a smoke screen. Goes for the Hyper Beam. Okay, now, what are we gonna see for damage? Not a lot, not a lot. We do get 2 turns. We miss. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. We're just playing. That's about didn't have a lot to do here, so that's fine. The real opposer here is obviously Ampharos, because we can Thunder Wave, and I think this should cripple it enough that we're just feeling good, right? We get the speed, and actually, I think it's just Paraflinch. Paralyzed, flinched. Hyper Potion. Does get the smoke screen off. Wow, 2 in a row. That's crazy odds. Gonna go for Thunder Punch just for a little more damage. There's the Hyper Beam. As long as we hit, we miss. It must charge. And there it is. Kingdra goes down. Dude, that thing is a worthy opponent. And then from here, it's just going to be the exact same strategy. Who would have thought that Ampharos' best ability is just para-flinching? Let's swap into Furret, and then we'll do some return action. Look at that damage, dude. Furret, you monster. Dude, Kingdra's not the monster. It was Furret all along, and it's probably still, again, not even at max power. That is insane. Wow. Oh, dude, that feels so good to finally get another hard fight. It's like the level curve has finally caught back up. And yeah, Clair's always a good one. I like that so it's a real challenge. Oh my God, I don't have a surf user. This is so weird. There's no trainers here. I guess that's only a crystal thing. So that's it, huh? We're just here for the dragon bag. Man, it's fun to go back and play these games because you just kind of forget like the very subtle differences. Anyway, there's a rising badge. That'll be Dragon Breath. All right, guys. And now, before we go off on our big journey, we've got one quick little thing to pick up. I don't know if I'm ever going to use this. I don't know what I would use this for. I don't even know, like, is this our final team? I don't know. Are we going to red? Keep watching. That'll be our first step into Kanto. Now, something also a little interesting is we can get Sandstorm from this lady, which, like, all it does is chip, but that might be useful on Skarmory. I'm gonna think about it, right? We've also got like ground type Piloswine, so like we've got some cohesion for the team. Yeah, and I mean, it's not like we have that much going on for moves, so it's a back pocket thing that might someday be kind of useful. Those we could get really cheeky with Attract, but it's a male, so probably not. Now, guys, the thing that I was going for is this here TM22, which is obviously Solar Beam. Man, it feels crazy how much we are pulling out for this team, but Solar Beam, obviously on the mans here. So Growth has no interaction with Sunny Day in Gen 2. 40 base power in this gen, guys. I think yeah, it's not that good. Anyway, regardless, Sunny Day Solar Beam, that is the thing in this game. Oh man, these levels are tough. There's just not enough trainers on this route. Like, even with grinding, my team is struggling to get to level 40. Oh my gosh, a level 36 Espeon. That's actually not horrible. Nice. Okay, second Pokemon to level 40. Guys, it's probably at this point that I should say we are taking this all the way. What I mean is we will be going to red. Lance is not the final fight, and I'm grinding because I don't know what else to do. All right, that's gonna be a quick grind to 42. Man, Light Screen. I actually might take Light Screen over Headbutt. Thunder Punch, Fire Punch. We're a special attacker, right? Doesn't make much sense to carry Headbutt from here on out. All right, and that's gonna be a level for, or 2 more levels for George. See, Piloswine really needs to take the bulk of the rest of the available XP, because this is going to be the one responsible for killing the Dragonites. And level 39 is not going to cut it. All right, guys, with Cool Trainer Beth and her single level 36 Rapidash, we have completed these 2 routes. Now, see, this is always the big conundrum of Gen 2, right? You love how easy Victory Road is, but I would really, really prefer if there was like 15 more fights of Pokemon at like level 40 in here. There's not, so we will just take every single fight of wild Pokemon. Oh, a Donphan. Guys, that's a Johto Pokemon. And like, I would probably run it if we were not already running another ground type. This is one that unfortunately was just like the wrong time, you know? Because it's a really good Pokemon. The one thing I also want to note on that topic is I don't know if this is going to be the final team still. This is our E4 team, but I don't know if this will be our red team. Stuff to think about. And that is 42 before we make it out of this cave. That's nice. No, but seriously, what we got, guys, is Earthquake. But actually, at level 42, with 100 attack and ground typing, Earthquake becomes the strongest move of any of our Pokemon. Our like final rival battle, kind of. And man, did I make the wrong play. I was hoping for Haunter, I think. I'm gonna swap the Furret. Wait, level 34? Like the last time we fought this specific Pokemon, it was level 32. Dude, your cringe is showing. Oh, that's not good. Okay, Golbat. Oh, wow, that had to be a crit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is bad. All right, George, show us what you got. Oh, man. Some spicy damage right there. Okay, Fur Alligator. 38 is the best you can throw at us, man. That is tragic. With Water Gun! No, no, no! Silver, what did they do to my boy? The contrast between this and then Lance having 6 Pokemon that all know Hyper Beam, 3 pseudo legendaries. Okay, Shadow Ball. That's good. That's good. Nice, big damage. Don't forget, Ghost is physical. So Haunter can't use that special attack. And bring it down to Kadabra with the Future Sight. Oh, man. Okay, well, if anything, that definitely instilled some confidence. Okay, guys, we have made it to the Elite Four. I actually still need something, though. We are looking for not just level 40, but actually 41. Because this is where our giraffe learns its only other psychic move, Sight. I'm pretty sure Alakazam already knows Psychic by this point, but this is a Gen 2 Pokemon, so they couldn't make it good. So yeah, Psybeam at 41, but you know, it is a boost from 50 power to 65. That's basically everything that our team is going to learn through natural level up. Guys, I've actually had a bit of a change of heart. I decided to grind a little bit more. We needed to get Sunflora beyond 38, which is just unable to do anything. This feels like the most I may have ever grinded before doing my first attempt of the Elite Four. I think a big reason in that is like I am most well versed in Gen 2, and I kind of think like I know exactly where the cusp is of how good I need to be to have a shot at this, especially with this team. It just felt like we weren't quite there. We've got some tricks up our sleeve, but like, yeah, 38 to 42 is a ridiculous difference in level. So with that, we've got 2 rare candies. Actually gonna just give them both to Piloswine, I think. I need for it to be my ace. So 1 more level to 45, and that's what we'll take. Okay, so here's the team. 45 Furret as our ace, 41 Girafarig, 44 Piloswine, 43 Ampharos, 42 Sunflora, and I have not grinded Skarmory for quite a while. It was just really hard to grind, and it doesn't have a steel move. It's here, and it's gonna help, but it's only level 35. Okay, so we actually have a really strong Pokemon for Will, which actually, now that I think of it, is hilarious because we don't have a single dark move, and yet we have one Pokemon that can still somehow counter every single Pokemon on his team. So, with that said, hello, Will. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Elite Four. It's now time to go gambling because Xatu, I can guarantee, is gonna go for a Confused Ray. Well, Psychic, a man of honor, respect. Oh, and he gets the special defense drop. That's a tough start. I'm really just hoping we can get a quick, clean kill here, and we can. That is awesome. Okay, so now Jinx comes out. Another Psychic type. I'm less confident in the Fire Punch killing. So gonna go for a Light Screen. Actually goes for a Double Slap. That's crazy. Crazy that it even has Double Slap, but this is Gen 2 madness. Okay, so Light Screen is up, and we'll go for the Fire Punch. Just gonna keep Double Slapping. 4 damage a hit, I'm fine with that. Gonna max roll for 20 damage? Sure. Now, Fire Punch. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Man, I can't believe he's so locked in on this move. Okay, so next up, we have Exeggutor. Another Pokemon weak to fire. This is a really strong guy. I'm nervous for whatever this even does. But see, the Light Screen is kind of perfect there because we would have died, but we were able to eat it. So listen, at that point, like, this pretty much secures us the fight because, like, we've still got 5 Pokemon. We're good. My Light Screen falls. So Light Screen actually was useful there. That's awesome to see. Now, Slowbro is physically defensive. Slowbro is physically defensive. All right, let's go. Xatu is definitely gonna get the outspeed. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ampharos, you dirty dog. Well done. Congratulations on level 44. Look, when in doubt, just go to the ferret, the squirrel ferret. I don't know what it is, but I friggin' love ferret, man. We just need to hit through this. Oh my God, he hits 2 in a row. Okay, well. See, I don't love that because that actually makes my return slightly weaker. That's very rude, actually. Anyway, we can finish him off with a headbutt. That is gonna be Will defeated. E4 number 1 down. So at this point, we are still basically on par for levels. He only has confusion and poison. No sleep. Man talks about sleep and does not have a single sleep move. Okay, he's got the Ariados. So the reason you'd think this was kind of a weird matchup, but he doesn't actually have any bug moves because there's like no good bug moves in Gen 2. Oh, beautiful crit. Okay, so out comes the Bug Steel. You know what? We may as well. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna protect, right? We may as well go for it. Kind of weird, but going into our man George. So George has, oh wow, that's not a lot of damage, but George picks up the +2. Oh, this does have Explosion. I'm curious if he'll go for it this turn. I could have so easily just gone to Ampharos for the kill, I know, but I would love to get another level into George before Lance. Beautiful. Okay, so Venomoth, Bug Poison. Pretty good damage. Nice. Okay, now that is perfect. Those were the harder 2 to kill, right? And then our man can come out. Should be a one-shot, right? Ground type using Earthquake, super effective. Nice. Okay, and so now the Crobat comes out and still able to outspeed. That's fair. We're +2. Now that's tricky because he's double teaming. Again. Nice. Okay, so super effective 120 base power move with the Never Melt Ice boosts. Awesome. Oh, and a crit on top. Okay. So that was a Piloswine sweep other than the Ariados. That's sick. Okay, so not a sweep, but still 4 kills. That's great. All right, guys. It's so fun playing Gen 2 because like, I just feel so confident going into this Elite 4. Like I know what everyone can throw at me. I know what the scary Pokemon are, how the AI likes to just fight. So even though we have like a very less than average team, it's like, I feel confident. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is about to be another good example of us feeling good, but we will see. A very easy play here could also have been to do Piloswine into the Earthquake because this thing loves to dig, but I'm fine with that. Now, Hitmontop has crazy high special defense, so that's super reasonable actually. Gen 2 AI doesn't heal a ton. They're not like cringe spammers. I feel like I've definitely seen Elite 4 Bruno use a Hyper Potion or something, but maybe I'm wrong. Lance has to have full restores. Anyway, the Onyx, I think you just want to Psybeam again. If this doesn't kill, I'll do an agility, but okay. Oh, wow, another confusion. Okay, gets the Sandstorm off. Let's do this, because Onyx doesn't like, it has good moves, but it has horrible attack. So it's got Earthquake and Rock Slide. I actually kitted it up with what it needed, but it's just, its attack is so bad. I'm not even sure if that was necessary to go for the speed boost. But see, as Machamp comes in, I'm like really glad I have it. Even just knowing that this can go off is like such an assurance because this Machamp is so scary. Oh! Dude, then my reaction was to it killing, and then I realized it was a crit. I don't know if that would have made a difference. Okay, now Hitmonchan, yeah, has the Mach Punch, and that's gonna be neutral, right? Oh, Girafarig, let's go. The Sandstorm subsides, so it's gonna go for another Mach Punch. Let's punch plants, buddy. Wow, doesn't even go for Fire Punch. That's funny. All right, and then the Hitmonlee. Oh, we are gonna die here. Wow. Okay, now we're confused. So another kick. Let's go into, you know what? Actually, even though we're under leveled, this is the probably correct play. We're so defensive. Yeah, nice. So it goes for the Swagger. Can we do 2 in a row here? Okay, we got 1. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Oh, with the boost, that's definitely a kill. Nice. Man, it would have been so funny to get Girafarig swaggered, agility boost, and baton pass into someone else. All right, guys, so up until this point, I feel like we've been getting by on mostly just stats in our level. But even in that fight, I could start to feel the level shift kind of pushing against us. So this is where things are gonna get a little tricky. Umbreon lead is not fun. Yeah, this one needs a little more thought for sure. Okay, just thinking out loud here. Curiosity. Damn. Guys, let's do it. Content machine, here we go. All right, our beautiful, lovely, amazing starter. Furret. There it is, let's go. For those that don't know, Dynamic Punch is 50-50 chance to hit, but when it does hit, it always makes the opponent confused. So in the case that it hits, it's actually quite good. But now that our accuracy has fallen, it's kind of awful. So let's swap into Ampharos. Wow, okay. I'm going straight back. Oh, okay. Let's just go for a return. It should be similar well, it won't be similar damage, no. We hit big on the slots once. We can't ask to hit twice. Okay, in comes the Vile Plume. So, Stun Spore, Acid, Moonlight, Petal Dance. I want to try something, and we'll just see what happens on this turn. Because, yeah, a Stun Spore would totally screw this up. But let's try it. We haven't gone for a rollout strats in a while, and it's actually... nice. Okay, she tried it once, gave up on it. But because she now locks herself into Petal Dance, we can actually get rolling out. Okay. And we missed. Damn, that's tough. Okay. Listen, buddy, it's okay. You did your best. You landed Dynamic Punch, and that's all we can ask for. Oh, we miss. Vile Plume, maybe hit yourself. Nice. Come on, Furret. Let's go! That's my starter! Wait, actually, this is interesting because it can't actually hit me, but I'm assuming it's gonna go for probably a curse. Oh, there's such an obvious answer here. Okay, it does go for the curse, yeah. Whoa! Dude, I don't think I've ever seen Carrie go for Destiny Bond before. Oh my god, that was big brain. I'll give it to her. Fortunately, because we're doing set mode, we will still get that experience all over, but anyway, damn. GG, Karen. She's probably going Murkrow. Let's go to George. We can hold on to Ampharos, because that's the only thing that can... Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we'll go for an Earthquake. Hope we can take a Flamethrower. Probably not gonna go down as we want, because it is a Houndoom. Okay. Wow, really would have thought she would go Murkrow there. So I am going to Thunder Wave because this thing is a monster. Okay, now let's get a Thunder Punch off. So we got speed control. That's huge for us. Nice. If we hadn't got that off, we wouldn't have been able to kill it. Yeah. See. Because that would have been the third Flamethrower. That would have been us down. And then we had nothing else that can deal with it. Oh, the cheeky burn goes for the max potion. Okay, they do have potions. They do have heals. Damn, if that burn gets us, it's 1/8. Man, that's like exactly 1/8. Damn. Also, though, I think we got a crit there, and I think that crit might have just saved this fight for us. So if Flamethrower is going to one-shot us, we just go for the fly and just pray it kills. Let's go, level 35 Skarmory. Guys, I told you it would be useful. Oh my god, I forgot she still has Murkrow. Oh man, okay. See, this is actually a case where Sandstorm is probably useful because we can just stall it out with Fly. Oh my god, the Whirlwind? You know what though, that's fine. We still got a Skarmory. And Chip is in our benefit because this thing can... Oh my god. This thing doesn't have Drill Peck. Oh my god, I'm thinking of Legacy. Right, Sunny Day. How much does that do? Okay. God, I wish we had Chlorophyll. It still probably wouldn't even be enough, but god, that would be useful. I'm not even sure, honestly, if Sunny Day was the play, if 2 Petal Dances would have been better. We might be able to get a second Sunny Day Solar Beam off, though. Actually, probably not with the chip. But damn, that was great damage. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. Right, we have Sun Up now. We hold on, and Sunflora takes out the Murkrow. Guys, the Sunny Day Solar Beam strats. I told you, man. Dude, Sunflora is actually good. Like, 105 special attack in Gen 2 is crazy strong. That fight was bonkers. You know what? Karen, I like your style too. We both have very unique teams. So we recognize it's real. This is it. Not even the end of the game, but it is the champion fight. Okay, so 44 Gyarados, 247 Dragonites, level 50 Dragonite, 46 Aerodactyl, and 46 Charizard. Dude, we're so cooked. So Ice Punch. I'm actually gonna give this back to Fluffy. Pretty sure like that Umbreon, it's like the only dark, like pure dark type you fight in the game, I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of the Kanto gym leaders have it, so yeah, Dynamic Punch is pretty much, it's singular use. Damn, this is so weird. But I'm putting Iron Tail on. You know it's bad when. Guys, I don't have a plan. I have an idea of something that could work, but I don't know what Lance is going to do. And because of that, I kind of just gotta wing it. Fortunately, I do know Lance pretty well. I know what he likes to do, but goddamn. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can you become champion of Johto with only Johto Pokemon and no starter? The first uncertainty here is, do we outspeed? And I don't think we do. We do not, but he does go for the Rain Dance, which is kind of nice, kind of bad. The good thing is like we didn't take any damage there, so we do still have a fully healthy Ampharos, which is really important for his Aerodactyl and Charizard. The issue is that this is probably the Thunder Dragonite, because the Thunder Dragonite is like the second in his team order. I would still probably expect this to be a Thunder Wave or a Hyper Beam, and so this is where the plan falls apart. It feels weird, it feels wrong, but we're going to fur it. And it is a Thunder Wave. Okay. There it is. We knew. So far, the fight is going as expected. I would now expect a Hyper Beam. We outspeed. And this is not going to do as much damage as you're thinking. Okay, well, that was a f***ing crit. What? Furret? Furret? The Dragon Slayer. I'm sorry, what? Do another one. Oh my god. That is way more damage than I was prepared for. And we dodge. Oh my god, Furret. Furret. What the hell? Dude, I calced that to like not, I thought that was gonna do like a third. You monster. You outspeed? Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, we are in this fight now, ladies and gentlemen. Aerodactyl. This thing is the world menace. Wing attack, ancient power, rock slide, and hyper beam. I actually think it's just another, oh god. Okay, here we go. Rolling the dice, Lance Lottery. Keep in mind, Furret has 45 special attack. This actually might work. Holy sh**. I see the line. I see the line. So, this is gonna be a hyper beam. Okay. Okay, that's actually bad. We wanted to die there, but Furret is like, no, Dragon Slayer. This is insane. I think we just let it go. Yeah, 4 times damage is probably still not a lot off of 30 power, but we'll take that. All right, beautiful. Furret, you are the GOAT. We must start phase 2. Phase 2 starts with an agility, but this is where it gets tricky. Okay, we must baton pass. Our +2 speed have to go to Avogadro here. Now, how much does this do? Okay, we outspeed the Charizard with our +2. And ladies and gentlemen, out comes his final Pokemon. Under normal circumstances, we would not be able to outspeed this. He would Hyper Beam us and he would be able to kill us. But because of the +2, not only were we able to take out Charizard, we can, that's right, get off a Thunder Wave. In comes the Hyper Beam. Are you ready? That is literally so perfect, because not only do we now outspeed Dragonite, but we also have 1 buffer turn to miss. And ladies and gentlemen, we don't need it because George never misses. Tension, tension. Okay, that team was surgical. I cannot believe how many things needed to happen for that to go right. But just how well our team managed to pull that off. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, take a moment to just say hello to your new Hall of Fame. Can you beat Johto With a team of only Johto Pokemon, you knew the answer was yes. The question really more is, how do you do it? And this is how you did it. This is a great team. Everything here is actually a really good Pokemon. Bro, even Skarmory pulled a clutch for us. Like, what a team this was, man. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are not done here. If you guys have enjoyed so far, though, we only have like 8 subscribers, so it would be awesome if you could subscribe, help out the channel. But we still have all of Kanto. All right, so we're gonna get the SS ticket from Professor Elm. Take our trusty dragon flight over to Olivine City. Yeah, not messing around. I think we just wanna go straight over. I am going to probably fight everyone here, but I believe like, okay, yeah, so we're back to like lower levels than the route before Victory Road. So I will probably take most of these fights, but there's no sense in showing anything. Holy crap, guys, we just made it to Kanto. Now that we're here, I need to think about what other Pokemon we could pick up. Houndour, Murkrow, Slugma, and then there's like Misdrevious and Larvitar in the cave itself. Okay, so just looking at Murkrow's learn set, it's got Peck Pursuit, Haze, Nightshade, Feint Attack, and Mean Look versus Houndoom with 500 base stats, 95 speed, and 110 special attack, which is actually better because Crunch is a special attacking move in this game. And it learns Flamethrower and Crunch! Bro! For Gen 2 standards, Houndoom is actually cracked. What the hell, man? That is so crazy. We already used Slugma, you know, great. We know how great Slugma is. We don't need to do that. So that's pretty much it. Oh, man, we're just taking a quick little detour. You know why we're taking a quick little detour? Just like, hey, I just want to go to Saffron City for a sec, you know? Dude, I gotta say, like, as much as the first half of this game is so annoying when you, like, don't have access to moves like Psychic, but then you get to Kanto and you take Kanto seriously and it's like, you know what? You really can't play Gen 2 and not play all the way to Red. The more I do this, like, it just... yeah. Anyway, there we go. There's Big Psychic on the lad. It is now nighttime. I know every single person watching this video is like, please catch a Houndour. Okay, there it is. Probably has a horrible catch rate. Tell you what, Pokeball. Of course. All right, well, sweet guys, look at that. Houndour in its debut game. Shouldn't this be named Fluffy? Guys, this is like the literal hellhound. So since we can't go with Fluffy, which in retrospect makes so much more sense on our literal dark demon fire dog, we're gonna go with Siegfried. So a little bit of a stretch, right? But the Gauntlet of Siegfried on Gorok Krovi has a dragon on it that breathes fire. So the Gauntlet is related to fire. That is the best I can do. Going to deposit Zetsubo for just a little bit. And we will withdraw the legend Siegfried. Actually, just kidding. I want Sunflora. We can give this guy experience share. Think about that, level 15. Level 15. That is the level that our Furret fought Bugsy's Scyther at. Anyway, with that said, we've got a gauntlet, actually, if I may, to take on. A gauntlet of gym leaders, in fact. All right, guys, you want to know how confident I am in this Lieutenant Surge fight? I am not healed. I have 5 earthquakes left in PP. Let's me. Okay, level 44 is not horrific. That is like the same level as Lance's weakest Pokemon. Okay, Magneton. 46 Electabuzz. I think this is his ace. Obviously, also a, oh wow, crit. Not necessary, but you know. 40 Electrode and another 40 Electrode. Now, if he dodges this, we won't 5-turn him. But it doesn't matter. All right, thanks, Surge. Now, guys, normally I would just kind of do this in random order. Obviously, like, you know, you always have to do Surge first because it's just like the welcome party to Kanto. He's right there. But like, I kind of want to do the rest of this in order. Let's head up to Misty. Can we do this right now? Oh. Wow. Okay, that is the one thing, though. Level 24 evolution. Man, that's crazy. 500 base stat, level 24 evolution, man. Okay, so I don't think Misty's here yet. So we got to talk to this guy. He's ready to blast someone. This guy was so popular, guys, actually. So popular in Pokemon Black and White that they actually put him into Gen 2 Kanto. So we gotta quickly rinse him. So anyway, you actually have to beat him, even if you know where he stashed it already. One of those fun things is like, if you don't have the knowledge, actually it does kind of make sense. Like, because he tells you it's here, maybe your player can look a little bit harder or something. I don't know. Anyway, there's the machine part. There you go, buddy. So he's gonna give us Zap Cannon, which is like the dynamic punch of electric moves, 50-50 shot, 100 base power, always paralyzes. It's not a bad move, honestly. Now it's time for Misty's date scene. Next up, we got Misty, water type user. Guys, the plan is agility. Another agility. Baton pass, tank a surf, set up a sunny day, tank psychic, and now we start blasting. This is we'd actually go +4 on the Sunflora because it's so slow. +2 wouldn't be enough. Anyway, the Lapras is gonna come out, and I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if this is gonna kill. This entire plan might not go as I had hoped. And you know, if it doesn't, it's like, okay, well, we got an Ampharos in the back, but dude, Sunflora is so good. One-shots a Lapras. Out comes the Starmie with its super weird crystal silver sprite. Well, this definitely will kill if it killed, yeah. And then very tragic for her, her last Pokemon is a Quagsire. She doesn't have a Gyarados to deal with grass types, really. She just has the Lapras. And so there we go. That's a nice, fun little sweep strat for the Sunflora. Badge number 2 down. Okay, so feint attack. Bite is better because Bite, although I guess you're never gonna use Roar or Smog, so may as well just have both. Guys, up next, we have Mr. Brock. So Brock's actually pretty good. Brock's, you know what? I take it back. Anyway, we're gonna do the same thing once again. Hit the agility. Might actually just go for the kill here because once this thing gets rolling out, it's gonna destroy us. Nice. Now we can hit the baton pass. Take a surf. Sunny day. And now we can start blasting. The 44 Onyx. No, Brock. No. Oh, that's tough. All right. Now there is his 4th Pokemon. 4 times weak to grass. And then of all the Pokemon they could have given him, okay? All the rock types out there. There's literally like 5 other Pokemon. Didn't give him an Aerodactyl, which could actually cover his grass weakness. No, they said, you know what? Another Pokemon that is 4 times weak to grass, that's what he needs. Bro, Onyx, Graveler, Rhyhorn. My poor man. So this is the trainer hall where basically you get to fight the last person you mystery gifted. But because we haven't mystery gifted anyone, we get to fight Cal. Pokemon Trainer Cal has the 3 starters level 50, which is actually a great source of experience. I think that Kanto is like so bare that this fight ends up feeling way cooler than it actually is. Now, I am picking up this Bitterberry for foreshadowing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, Celadon City. Now, we do also have the department store, which sells Sunny Day. We are going to teach Sunny Day to our doggy. Let's just give it a shot, because why not? Hello, Erica. Hello, Tangela. 42, yeah, that's a bit high. Okay, Sun Boosted Ember on a Tangela. I think Tangela has really high defense and low special. Might kill. Does kill. Nice. Jump Pluff. Hits the Leech Seed. Oh, that Giga Drain might be enough to hold on to now. Yeah, okay. That was good for her because it took down a turn of Sun. Now, I might just go for an Ember here. It's gonna be 2 turns either way. It might be 3, actually. Yeah, okay. And the Acid, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Let's get the heck out of here. The Blizzard, beautiful. And let's do it again. Let's go. Blossom's got decent stats. Great Pokemon, by the way. Would have loved to use it. It was Blossom or Sunflora. Sunflora is the underused one of those 2 for sure. So I'm happy with my decision, but you know, respect to the Blossom fans. Thank you, Erica. Now, Erica's actually nice because she gives you Giga Drain, which isn't even really that good. It has 60 base power, but you know, this is the Janine, right? Yes, it is the real deal. Janine of Fuchsia, that's her. This is a big deal. Big day for our boy here because he's finally out-leveling the fold. We're not quite to Flamethrower yet. Okay, was hoping for a little bit more, I won't lie. There we go. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Flamethrower. Ember, it's been Kind of awful, actually, but thank you so much. And nice. Now, that went way worse than I was hoping, but Janine is obviously a pushover, so, you know, hit it with an earthquake. Hit it with an earthquake. Yeah, she really is weaker than Clair. And last but not least, hit it with an earthquake. Anyway, she's gonna give us Toxic. That takes us to 1 through 5 being done. All right, guys, so up next we have Sabrina in Saffron City. Now, here I'm hoping that Houndoom can maybe get a little bit of experience so that it can actually contribute. That was weird. Now, of course, the question is, can Houndoom solo Sabrina? As the hardest gym leader of Kanto, she is probably not the hardest gym leader in this version of Kanto. Let's see here, 46. Okay, so she's got a decent level. Still lower than Lance. Okay. Oh, but we get the flinch. That was a great warm-up for what will be a very much stronger Espeon in the red fight. Okay, and then a 48 Alakazam, which is going to outspeed us and smartly uses Reflect. If this was future generations, that would be a great play. But Bite is a special move, so unfortunately, that did nothing. And I have a weird suspicion that this Alakazam has no moves outside of Psychic. It's got Recover. Yeah, it's got Future Sight and Psychic. Now, I'm pretty sure Future Sight would actually hit us for damage, but because the AI sees it as a Psychic move, it's like, no, that's not gonna work. And so there you go. This Mr. Mime only has Psychic as well. So the only damaging moves Sabrina could have got off was Quick Attack and Swift on her Espeon. So that is a monumental yikes, and that is badge number 6. Now we fly to Pallet Town, and it's time for a quick chat with the absolute legend of Kanto. This is Blue. He was once the champion, although it was only for a short time. The meddling red. Oh, dude, I don't know. This just like is the one part of Kanto that feels so good in Gen 2. He says he will battle us, but only once we have 7 badges. So, ladies and gentlemen, next up we have Blaine. This poor man. His gym burned down. Whoa, that Magcargo sprite is crazy. Of all the people, man, to have a Magcargo, you waited till the very end of the game to give it to Blaine, dude. Like, come on, man. Also, though, I do love that he has a Magmar. I mean, it's not gonna stop a Piloswine, but you know, what I'm getting at is I appreciate it, at least. Don't know why more of Blaine's teams didn't have a Magmar. Unfortunately, he gets the Rapidash Ace and not the Arcanine. It probably will kill us, though. So I'm actually going to strategically swap over to Houndoom. We outspeed? We don't. But he misses a Fire Spin. That's horrifically cringe. And okay. Oh, there's the Max Potion. Unfortunately, the Sunlight fades, and now you're truly left to Fury Attack, even though he actually had a kill there. Tell you what, we'll go down. GG, Blaine. Give you that 1 kill. Like the first time I've ever fought Blaine without a water Pokemon. And it is noticeably not a 3-turn affair, but still not super hard. So GG, Blaine. Man, I also love that, like, the gym helper guy, he shows up late. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Viridian City. Now, I'll tell you what. Let's go into this fight blind, because Blue is kind of the man. Of the 8 badges, this is the only serious one, the only actual hard fight. I think Blue's ace is Pidgeot in this. He doesn't lead with Alakazam, Rhydon. Could it be Gyarados? You know what? The benefit of it being Gyarados is super high. And if it's not, then, you know, we line up pretty good to everything else. I know he doesn't lead Rhydon. And hi, Blue. What's up? Finally got here, huh? I wasn't in my mood at Cinnabar, but now I'm ready to battle you. You're telling me you conquered all the gyms in Johto? Johto's gyms must be pretty pathetic then. I'll know if you're good or not by battling you right now. Oh, what's up, man? I really thought that this was his ace. Maybe I'm thinking like, let's go. Anyway, that works out well for us. Ooh, the big quick attack. Gosh, someone should have gave this thing extreme speed. Pidgeot gets no good moves over Fearow and Dodrio, yet has a later evolution. It needed something cool, and we go crit for crit and kill it in 1 shot. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, now he's obviously gonna go with the Rhydon, which is great. That's a really good play. We also don't have a water Pokemon. Unfortunately, this is the one playthrough where we have a grass type. Go for the Rock Slide. That's gonna be big damage. Might actually kill. Listen, Blue came to play. And now this gets spicy. Like, this is really defensive. I actually think that Blizzard is the... Dang. Okay. Interesting that he goes for a Fury attack. Interesting that he has Fury attack. Interesting that we miss a Blizzard. Can we hold on? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. It's gotta be Fluffy. Dude, never been clapped by a Rhydon before. This is crazy. What does an Ice Punch do? Gotta be half, right? Oh! Oh! Okay. The luck finally turns. Oh my gosh, man. Dude, our starter. Let's go! Okay, 4v4. Alakazam comes out. Alakazam is just so strong. I don't even want to take a turn to like swap in. Although it probably can't do anything once we get in. So let's go for it. We may be under leveled, but we are spicy. And Alakazam, yikes. This isn't Gen 1, buddy. You're not so OP anymore. You could be hardwalled. Sure, no way you recover enough. Beautiful. Goes for the recover. We're just gonna slowly wear it down. Or we get a lucky crit. Perfect. That just saved us time. Okay, so what's next? Gyarados. He's got Exeggutor, which we definitely need Siegfried for. Oh, I don't know if Avogadro can take a hit and then outspeed. Might have to be our lad here. This guy doesn't really have much to do this fight, so... That would have been nice, but like that might have even have killed. You know what? The agility baton pass, I wasn't thinking about it. Do we really want to lead into a rain boosted Hydro Pump? We don't. Damn, that actually sucks. We just gotta go for Psychic, which we outsped anyway. Monumental damage, even at 60 special attack. Okay. So yeah, that kind of was a wasted agility. Fair enough. Farewell, soldier. So now the big question, do we outspeed? We don't, but you miss. Not sure how I feel about that. Probably saw a kill with both Hydro Pump and Hyper Beam, or maybe he didn't, so he just went with the higher damage move? I don't really know. That's super fortunate. It's so interesting to think what might have happened there otherwise. Okay, so obviously Pidgeot is not his ace in this. I'm gonna go for a Light Screen. Okay, fair enough. Fire Punch can be nice, I guess. Oh, very nice. Goes for the solar. Now, can we kill? It's gonna be a roll, I think. Leech Seed saves them. There's the solar beam. All right, GG, Blue. That was well played. Still gets the kill even with the screen up. Okay, are we 2v2 right now? Oh, no. We do have the speed. Wait, why? Didn't I just flamethrower there? Every time, dude. Okay. Light screen goes down. That's bad. Keep biting, I guess. Extreme speed. Fair enough. Okay. Is not a two-shot. Likely not a two-shot. Not much damage. Okay. And now we go down. Damn. Oh my gosh. It comes down. 2 for it. Guys, I'm really worried that he's gonna heal. Really worried, because if he heals, I think we just don't have the staying power. So I think we have to go for a return. And we actually outspeed. Holy shit, Bird is fast, dude. Oh, that was good damage. Oh my, wait. Is he gonna heal though? How many heals does he have? That's what it comes down to. Oh. Okay. Damn, dude. The burn didn't matter in the end. We had him, but he got the burn, and I don't think we... Actually, it probably still would have killed, but... Oh, wait, a crit? Holy. Do something weird. Wait. No, extreme speed. I don't think that would have been enough to kill with the bird anyway. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Blue sends us back. Oh my gosh. I'm not even mad. I'm happy. I'm happy to get challenged by Kanto. Let's run that again. So we are going to, once again, Thunder Punch. So Rhydon is going for an Earthquake. I think I want to go for a Blizzard here because Sunflora can't do it. Let's try. We do outspeed. We get it off this time, right? Because the way is now is if we die here, we could still then go to Sunflora and we can definitely take one hit from Rhydon. It just what we couldn't take two. But Yeah, okay. That's enough because it has crazy low special defense. Oh, comes Gyarados. That's actually great. This thing's done everything it can for this. So the play here is just an Icy Wind. And, you know, if he had missed the, the 20% there, we'd get its speed lowered. So the interesting thing now is we want to go back to Avogadro, but the question is then, can we take the hit? Still not in the worst position if this kills, because he'll have to recharge. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, pretty awkward from here, but I think we just go to what we did last time. We outspeed, so we'll just take Psychics. Maybe hope for a drop. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm expecting a heal here, because Blue's cringe. So again, it really, like, we just need a drop. Okay, and now goes for the Hydro Pump. Barely connects. Okay, we could crit. We could get a lower special defense. Fair enough. Oh, let's go. Okay. Gyarados are so gnarly when you don't have an electric type. So, okay, now we go to Zetsubo. I think he's gonna heal again. I don't really want to fight the rain, though. Let's go for a Petal Dance. He's gonna heal. Special defense drop, and this thing has good power. Okay, so 3 will do it. And see, it's like he outspeeds, so it's just like, it's just gonna be back and forth if we go for that. So all we need, guys, is 3 Petal Dances, and that'll do it. That's the rain, but goes for Hyper Beam. Such an odd duck. I like it, but odd. Just gotta survive. Nice! Come on! Let's go, Sunflora, the Dragon Slayer! Okay, now Exeggutor comes out. That's so weird. Oh, unfortunately, I just auto-select Petal Dance still, so yeah. That's fair. We weren't really doing much. But now we are 2v3, huh? And rain continues to fall. So we'll go for the bite. Hope for a flinch. Big damage, actually. And a flinch. Okay. Okay, so this has got to be Arcanine, right? Rain stops, of course. However, this time, he does not have any more heals. Oh, this is not good. This is not good still. Okay, that's not huge damage. Could we? Okay, we outspeed. I actually think we're good, right? Because even if he kills, we can take another extreme, like, Houndoom can take another extreme speed. And I don't even think this will kill. Will it kill? It is an Arcanine. I don't remember. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, right, but he's got the extreme speed. That's why that outspeed was so important. We go for the bite. This shouldn't kill. Nice. And beautiful. Oh my God, dude, this is so crazy. And out comes an Alakazam who can't do anything. It has Reflect, Disable, Psychic, and Recover. The last fight we lost with like with Blue having like 10 HP, and he's gonna just do his Recover thing. We will slowly whittle him down. And ladies and gentlemen, by the skin of our teeth, the scruff of our neck, just barely inch by to beat Blue. That is our Lego badge. I get that it's still called the Earth badge, but it doesn't feel right. Anyway, badge number 16 in total. We have 1 fight left. Okay, so guys, for red, I'm thinking 10 levels. Man, that's not gonna be a lot, is it? 77s, basically, is what he's like capping at, because Pikachu's 81 is kind of a fake 81. Oh my God, we're at our level, dude. And that's like having fought pretty much everyone in Kanto. 25 levels below him. We cannot win. Go up Indigo Plateau, and yeah. Okay, guys, I now need to take some time and work out a plan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a beautiful grinding session, I have come up with a plan, and I think we are ready to execute it. I'm lazy, and rather than grinding the entire team, I have put XP into specifically 3 Pokemon. Are we ready? Guys, let's do this. Pokemon Trainer Red wants to battle. Leading his level 81 Pikachu, we send out George at just level 59. We may be 21 levels lower, but this thing is unevolved, so it may as well be like a level 50. And it's an electric type. Highest damage output on our team is Piloswine. So It's a quick little GG for the Pikachu. However, this is where things get spicy. We're gonna get outsped, so it doesn't matter what we do. We die. Piloswine, thank you for your contribution. Now we have read the counts, and at just level 53, Ampharos is capable of taking one flamethrower. We respond with a Thunder Wave, which then in turn allows us to outspeed Charizard. We can now go for a Light Screen, and Charizard's fully paralyzed, so we'll go for a Flash. It will miss. That's okay. Charizard is paralyzed again. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Charizard is paralyzed 3 times in a row. I guess we'll go for another Flash. Flash sucks. Charizard will then get the flamethrower off, and our light screen is down. There's an item I picked up that I did not mention, and ladies and gentlemen, it is the Berserkine. This is a Gen 2 exclusive item that raises your attack by 2 stages on switch-in, and then makes you confused for 256 turns. Baton Pass is obviously not very useful on a special attacking Girafarig. However, we have the move Baton Pass, which we are actually going to get off on our very first try, which is super nice. The next step of the equation is we are swapping in to Furret. Do you remember that Bitterberry I mentioned? Well, this is the fight that we were holding on to it for. We basically put all our experience grinding into Furret, and that allows us to be able to actually take 1 more flamethrower. If you were wondering, why did we go for a Defense Curl? Well, Red has exactly 5 Pokemon left, and Defense Curl doubles the damage of Rollout, taking it from a 30 base power move up to 60. A +2 Furret doing 4 times super effective damage, well, that's enough to one-shot a Charizard. Now, it's important to note that first rollout did 60 base power, but this next one is gonna do 120, but a reminder that we are +2. That will be an Espeon down. Now, out next comes Snorlax. Rollout is now at 240 base power. At +2, I don't even think a Snorlax can take this. Furret! You dirty, dirty dog. Now, we are at 480 base power as we connect 4 rollouts in a row. Venusaur goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, Red has 1 more Pokemon. Let's go! 5 turns of rollout was all we needed, and finally, at 960 base power, +2 attack, we are able to Furret rollout sweep Red. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you beat not just Johto, but Johto and Kanto with Johto-only Pokemon. You know I'm a Gen 2 fan. I know a lot of you guys are as well, so I wanted to make this one a little bit special, a little bit spicy. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for watching this awesome journey. I will see you in the next one. Peace!